Free kick again, free kick again, free kick again, free kick again. I mean, I say, today we saw one of the greatest rivalry in English football, the EPL. One of the greatest rivalry. And it's building up and it's building up and it's building up. And I said in my previous podcast that this match is a grudge match because over the years, Big Bad Liverpool has been denied titles on top of titles by Man City. At one point, it was just by 1 point, no pun intended. So, of all the rivalries, you will have rivalries like Man U versus Liverpool. You see that rivalry? That's like a title rivalry. Who has the most titles in England? Who winning the most trophy? That's basically what the Man U Liverpool title rivalry is about. See me? City versus Liverpool. As I said earlier, that one is a grudge thing because City has been denying Liverpool over the years the chance to win. Arsenal versus Liverpool. Yeah, slightly less of a rivalry than the previous two. But yes, it is a rivalry because you are challenging either current champion or the wannabe champion. So it becomes a rivalry. Now, Totty versus Arsenal, that rivalry goes way back as a London derby. It goes way back when Sol Campbell left Tottenham, claiming he was mistreated and went to Arsenal. Went to Arsenal, win the title with Arsenal. So that rivalry is like a derby rivalry for something that happened in the past. They stole their best defender. City versus Arsenal. That rivalry now is a coach coming from City camp. Now the coach of Arsenal is like, you don't have any right to beat me because I'm the one that taught you the whole coaching thing, the whole coaching capacity. So you have no right to come and try and beat me. Yes, Arteta was once working with Pep Guardiola. They have the Man U versus Arsenal rivalry. That's the rivalry that started when Alex Ferguson was the coach. Here comes Arsene Wenger for Arsenal, fresh for Arsenal. He built a team that took the title away from Man U. Man U had to rebuild and take it back from Arsenal. So that's where the rivalry begins. So now you see why we need the whole competition to be very competitive. We need the competition to be very competitive. And I say this, Liverpool is my team. But when I went to work today, I said to one of my co-workers, you know, I don't mind Liverpool losing today. He said, why? Isn't Liverpool your team? I said, yes, but for the sake of the competition, I would love to see Man City win so that the competition gets more competitive, more interesting. He said, oh, I said, yeah, I'm a football fan first, then a Liverpool fan. You see my point? So, when you look at this game today, right, you will notice what happened. In the previous game from Man City did not play Haaland. He was rested. Yet, Man City came through winners against Newcastle with their previous game. Haaland was rested for this game because he's going to be an impact in this game. Because Pep Guardiola knows that Liverpool has two giants at the back. He would like one giant up top with them to play. He would not play, let us say, Marmoush in the middle facing Van Dijk. Makes no sense. He wouldn't play Phil Foden in the middle facing Van Dijk. That wouldn't make any sense. Giant to giant. Yeah? Haaland, Van Dijk, Kanute. Giant to giant. Okay? And it makes sense. I'm going to tell you later on why it makes sense. When I look at the lineup now, and I'm seeing Liverpool lineup and Szoboszlai was said to be in a right back position. That's how the lineup was before it was changed. I think it was changed and Gomez came in. And I said to myself, if Szoboszlai is going to play right back, then Liverpool is going to lose because Szoboszlai is a playmaker. He is a playmaker and he takes shots really, really good. So said, so done. In the 74th minute, here comes Dominic Szoboszlai. Wicked free kick. Straight in the net. The goalkeeper didn't even move. Good free kick. However, Liverpool did the wrong thing. They sat back on the one love. They sat back and hoping it would carry them through. You're dealing with Man City on the slot. You're dealing with Man City. You're not dealing with Wolves. You're not dealing with Burnley. You're not dealing with Sheffield Wednesday. You're dealing with Man City. So if you sit back, you're inviting them to attack. So if they realize that you're sitting back, they're going to come forward knowing that you're not going to do any counter. However, I did see a few counters. There was a counter where the ball was supposed to be passed to Mo Salah and the player opted to the left side and the player was dead after that. What he should have done is give Mo Salah, who was much freer, then the one who he gave on the right would come in the middle, have a shot or take a header. Chance lost right there. However, in the 85th minute, giant to giant, remember I said earlier, giant to giant. So as giant to giant, here comes a ball over in the box. Ball coming over in the box. Haaland, the giant in the form of Haaland, was the one that rose. Head it down. Head it down for the shortest man on the field. Yeah? Bernardo Silva. The giant gave it to the shortest man on the field who just slotted home. No way Alisson could have gotten that ball. That's the 1-1 game. That's the 1-1 game. And so the man that was rested against Newcastle, Erling Haaland, gave an assist for the equalizer. So you see why he was rested. Then now, Nunes came in. I don't know why Alisson came out like that. It deems it to be a foul. Penalty. Two penalty takers that will never lose or miss in that instance is Mo Salah and Erling Haaland. They are not going to miss it. It's too much of a chance to win the game right there. So said, so done. He scored. Yes. Haaland scored. So it's now 2-1 to Man City. Now the team that had scored earlier and was leading is now chasing the game. So you see where your mindset has to move now from defending. Now you're going to have to attack. Now you're going to have to attack. So the attack was there. The attack was there. Donnarumma, that keeper, saved a wicked shot from McAllister. I don't know where the man came from and saved that ball from McAllister. It's like everybody was just looking. And the whole Liverpool team was looking at us. What just happened? Them save it. Yeah. Ball continued. Liverpool with a corner. And I saw the game plan because I saw this same game plan with Klopp. And it worked with Klopp. It did not work today. If you are losing 2-1 and the game is at that stage, it's about to finish, it makes sense if everybody go in the box and try and get a header in. One person stays back. That was what they did. Even the keeper, Alisson, was in the box. Even Liverpool goalkeeper was in the box. It did not work. The ball came out. Szoboszlai was the only one in the Liverpool half. He was the only one in the Liverpool half. Ball came back up. I thought he should have placed it on one of the wings, but he placed it in the middle where everybody was, and the ball came back too quickly to him, with him being the only man there. So Cherky, being unselfish, he was the one who got the ball, and all he did was play it on the floor for Haaland to have a foot race with Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai was very tired. What did Slabberslide do? He saw that he couldn't chase Haaland. Remember I told you, Haaland was rested in the game before. So he has more energy in the tank, more gas in the tank. And he was running away from Slabberslide. Slabberslide held on to him and he was shrugging off Slabberslide held on. But when Slabberslide held on now and was about to clear the ball, what did Haaland do? Haaland held back onto Slabberslide. Remember the ball was already going towards the goal anyway. It was going towards the goal. If you listen to this far, might as well like, share, and drop a comment. Just like, share, and drop a comment. Yeah. Now, with that done, the ball creeped into the net. VAR decided, no, somebody needs to be punished. So yes, the ball is in the net, but they are saying somebody needs to be punished for all of this. Who was punished? Slabberslide was punished. Why? He was the last defender. The ball is heading towards the goal and he committed a foul. Therefore, you are deemed to get a red card. That's what happened. He got a red card. He got a red card. The goal then was disallowed. It was disallowed. Simple being, if you're going to make the call, because one of two you're going to do, is either you let the goal stand or you're going to make the call. So if you make the call, you actually hold back the play. Yes. So that's what happened. The goal was disallowed. However, City went on to win the game. But as I said, I don't mind City winning the game. It makes the competition more interesting. 6 points. Yeah? 6 points. So Arsenal is still 6 points clear. And everyone is just watching, seeing what's going on. Lots of more games to play. Plenty more games to play. Me? Yeah. Free kick again. Free kick again. Yeah. It's free kick. Oh!